It's something's working. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something with that camera. So we're gonna switch off to because that laptop camera is just there is so much lag. It's not even funny. Anyway, so what we're doing is working on some 38 specials. I got 20 rounds here that I had tinkered with previously and had put a crimp on them. And these are from running Barry's double-ended wad cutters, Barry plated bullets, and when I first made them up, I couldn't get them to fit in either of my 38 special pistols, and I got a new 38 special, and they fit, but not really well, and so I added a crimp to them, and then they fit fine. So apparently, the Barry's, the way that it pushes out, since it's not I don't know, maybe it's a thousandth a little thicker. I don't know. Anyway, so what we're doing is we're going to do some decapping and some decap full-length resize. Get these guys ready to make another trip around the world. Yeah, I've got a couple more in here that are from another load that I was working on, and so we'll do those while we're at it. So we start with we're running Lee dies, and I run Lee dies because Lee provides the shell holders that you need to hold the shell in the top of the ram of the press. So they also include these little powder dippers, which I'm not real impressed with them. They tend to be inaccurate. If I was gonna dip powder and drop it, I wouldn't use these. Instead, though, as y'all probably know, I use an RCBS powder measure, powder drop, and I calibrate it as part of my process. We're also going to use this little gizmo here that I 3D print to collect the primers. Let's switch over to the press cam, and over here you can actually see how this goes in, right like that, locks in. There's a slot in the ram over here that the priming arm would go through, and you have to block it off, otherwise you could have primers trying to jump out of here instead of coming out the hole on the back where it's supposed to and going into the collection. Like I said, Lee provides the shell holder that you need. So we put our primer diversion tube in, and we'll snap our shell holder in, get it facing a direction that we like, and we'll kind of move the camera around here a little bit so you can maybe see a little bit better what I'm doing. There, yeah. So that way my hand and the handle doesn't get in the way quite so bad. So what we need to do is we're going to get our first die out first die is the decapping and full-length resizing. Decapping means basically it's gonna pop the primer out. And the way that we use this, come over here. I use the Lee nuts, the old model, the old style, without the crown thing around it and all that garbage. And these at least are steel. Those are cheap ass aluminum garbage. But we screw our die in. We'll get them started. We're going to raise the ram and run that die down just until we feel it touch. When we feel it touch that shell holder, we're going to lower the ram a little bit, and just flat sides on this die, so you can grab it with a wrench if you need to. But I'm going to grab those and I'm going to turn it a quarter turn. Bring the ram back up, press down until it cams over. That's locked in tight. But it's not going to stay that way. So we tighten down our jam nut, grab our crescent wrench, give it just a little tug. Doesn't have to be Gorilla tight, you know, it's not going anywhere. Drop the ram, and we put our shell in the shell holder. Bring the ram up, shove it all the way up into the die, give it a second, pull it back out. Now it's been decapped. Let's do another one of those. There you go. And since we've got these other 20 sitting here, we're going to go ahead and do that. And I got my bins here. I'm sure y'all have seen my bin system with my tools and my brass that I'm processing, brass that I've processed. And there's a spear in there that I hadn't seen. Okay. Anyway, we'll bring that down just a little bit. You can get a better look at what's going on down here. And we'll do a split screen. Oh, that's kind of weird looking, but hey, it is what it is, right? That way you can see the press over here. You can see the bin over here that I'm working to. And what this is doing, not only is it popping the primer out, but it's also returning the diameter of that case to factory spec. Because when you fire a case, when you fire a round, it does what they call fire forming. And fire forming basically causes the brass to swell its diameter to fit the chamber of what you're firing it out of. It'll also cause the brass to stretch tiny bits. And after you've reloaded them several times, a lot of times you'll have to go back and trim the brass to the proper length. Actually, kind of looks like I need to get a larger, deeper bend. And I just happen to have one. There we go. Miracles of the 3D printing world and associating 3D printing with reloading. All right, so those are all decapped. We're probably got I don't know, probably got 50 rounds in there, something like that. So we can put our ammo box away to wait, and these all need primer pockets cleaned, and then we need to also need to do what we call case mouth expansion, which we're gonna flare. Get this down here. We're gonna actually flare the end of this a little bit. We need to clean it up and make sure that it's ready to go, and then we'll flare it out, and so that a bullet will start to seat just in the top of it. And we're actually going to do that probably. I think I probably ought to do that as a separate video. Don't want you all to get too bored too often. But anyway, one of my favorite sounds in the world. Brass. Nothing like brass. So we'll go ahead and pop our boom cam back up where she belongs. And actually, we're just gonna let's just do this instead of even messing with that stupid laptop camera. It's such trash. So anyway, appreciate y'all stopping by.